Guys, thanks for jumping in. If you're here, I decided to make it up to Alexandria, Minnesota. We got about 4 inches on the ground, I would say, up here. So we're by where drunken Hutchinson decided to crash his county sheriff's vehicle. I did pass by some cars that were in the ditch. I'm just leaving the truck, the rest stop that's up here. But yeah, this is Alexandria, Minnesota. There's a 50-car accident. The interstate was shut down. I did see on the way, before I pulled off to start up the live stream, there was about 3 cars in the ditch kind of behind me. So we're going to see what we can see up here. I don't know if there was any serious injuries, but 50 cars were crashed up in this area. So let's see if we can see anything. We'll see if the roads aren't too bad if you're up in this area of Alexandria. But they said west of Alexandria, so I don't know if those cars that I passed were related or not related. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate every one of you. Let me know. None in Mankato. Yeah, I left the cities and there was no snow down in the cities either. It was about Rogers is where I started seeing snow, and it's just this light, fluffy snow, basically. State Patrol said the road was reopened about a half an hour ago. It did take me a couple hours to get on the road up here, so the roads aren't too bad. You know, if you're used to driving in snow, you live in this climate, this is like your second or third winter, you should be okay. Good tires, obviously. Really doesn't matter the type of vehicle you have, but if you have good tires, that's, I think, the main thing. Yeah, thanks for throwing in my backup channel. I did try to go live the other day on the backup channel and it did not work. So you can see off to the left there, MnDOT, DOT is out plowing, and I don't know if they're salty, but there's a couple plow trucks up here that I seen on the way up here. We got some blue skies up there. So we're not too far outside of Fargo, maybe another 100 miles or so, but I guess this is in the area where Sheriff Hutchinson crashed his Hennepin County patrol vehicle. The vehicle by itself is valued at $55,000 plus the equipment. I believe the vehicle's located back with Hennepin County, so I don't know where they're storing it right now, but I'd be very interested to get some pictures of that as well. Ex-bootlicker, you're in Fargo? So we should be, they said it was west of Alexandria, so we should be coming up to it here pretty soon. It was mile marker 77, but that was a rest stop that I pulled off. I figured that was a good stopping point for me to pull off and get you guys going live, let you know what was going on. So we should be coming up to it soon. Word is the roadway is open, so we'll just see what it looks like. If they still got a bunch of cars in the ditch. For 50 cars, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a bunch in the ditch. I tried to look at some of the MnDOT cameras. You couldn't even tell there was a road here. It was completely snow covered. It actually looked like a backcountry road more than an interstate. So I wanted to get out here and see. I think they had the road closed at exit 77, and we're just coming up to 97 now, so we got about 20 miles to go. But again, I wanted to throw it up there, let you guys see what we got. I'll probably leave the video up, but I'll pull out the section of the car accident if we see anything. But I do appreciate you. There's MnDOT again. Looks like they got the trailer on that truck. Don't really see the trailers, the snowplow trailers on the interstates closer to the city. Come on, what's wrong with ex-bootlicker? What we got an issue with him for? Again, if you're my mod, I don't want you timing out anyone or doing anything. It's a free speech platform as long as there's no threats or spamming. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Hey, Capital, how's it going? Sorry. I don't know what I put down there. They're currently plowing the road now. We got blue skies, as you guys can see. Gray Dude, I didn't see you in here. Appreciate you jumping in. Gray Dude's been one of my first subscribers. It's been a long time. St. Paul roads really mess with your stuff. Let's see if that helps. Hey, poor dirt farmer. Yeah, It's northern Minnesota now, so you can see what it looks like in northern Minnesota. This isn't much snow for us. Donald, you subscribed a year ago? Yeah, it's been an interesting ride, hasn't it? Just blown away that I have almost as many subs as I do. Yeah, jump over and subscribe to Poor Dirt Farmer too. Oh, it's not that bad. It's 10 degrees out where I'm at. The truck is telling me 10 degrees, so we're a nice warm Minnesota winter day. We should be there pretty soon. I just didn't know where I was going to have a chance to pull over, so. Go to the big walleye fish. I can swing out there. I mean, Poor Dirt Farmer, you get angry thinking about the cold. I don't know what you mean, brother. You know, it's cold is a relative term. I mean, 10 degrees might be warm to some people. How is the stream? Is everything okay? Am I coming in okay? Because we are in rural Minnesota. All right, cool deal. Thank you. So those of you that celebrate Christmas, hopefully you guys had a good Christmas. Hopefully everyone's doing well and staying healthy and financially okay. Yeah, it's still under investigation. Thank you, Cap. Yeah, see, 50. See, not 52 capital, 50. Did I celebrate Christmas? I went out, me and Capital were out doing our live on patrol. So that's how we did it. There was a ton. St. Paul last night was crazy busy with shots fired calls. The same place had shots fired calls 3 times. We went there the first time. Went there the second time, there was a bullet hole in the front of a car, and then there was like 2 more. So we went to the other one versus going back there for the 3rd time, as far as I can remember. Ah, poor dirt farmer. 70 to see, 70's cold to some people. So far the roads are pretty clear. We just got a little bit of that snow that blows across, but it's not sticking to the road. So exit 77, we're supposed to see these cars, and so about 10 miles ahead of us here is when I believe that it's supposed to be. But I figured it was a nice day to take a little road trip up to northern Minnesota. Nope, Kitty and her kids are all at the house. They are I'm actually babysitting two of the other babies that I gave to one of my clients, but they're out of town, so got a herd of 5 of them, and I did not feel like having them all in the truck with me while we're driving up here in this. So we should be up here pretty soon. Thanks for hanging in there, jumping on. 4 kittens and 1 mom. That's what I had. So yeah, I got 4 kittens, and they're not kittens anymore. They're as big or bigger than mom. Could have them pull. Yeah, actually, I could have them pull. It's a good idea. I might get those giant hamster wheels for them and have them generate some power. Maintenance vehicles ahead. Use caution. We should, looks like a bunch of U-turns got made there, so we probably are coming up to something here pretty quick. Looks like possibly a plow truck up here. Got a bunch of snow on the road, so. A lot of snow drifting on the roadway. Yeah, news never takes a holiday. Hey, TC reporter. Actually, 2 years ago, I did the live of the Drake Hotel fire. I don't know why I woke up early in the morning. I don't know, it was like 4 something in the morning. I just had the TV on and woke up to it, of it on fire. That was 2 years ago on Christmas. We had that happen. Displaced a bunch of homeless people, actually. It was sad. Sad to see that happen, because now we had homeless people that were temporarily sheltered because it was so cold. Yeah, it was bad. So this is why they tell you not to pass the plow trucks. I don't know if you guys can even see the plow truck here, but you see how they make that giant cloud? So it gets to the point where you can't even see the plow truck. That powder makes it really, really bad. And then you crash into the plow truck. But yeah, no, that was interesting to see. We got a lot of good footage being able to show like the maintenance crews refilling the fire trucks, how everything works with the fire trucks being able to recirculate water. Minneapolis Fire, I found out, had drones at the time. They didn't have any up, but it's a lot of good learning experience at that fire. A lot of education and documentation could happen. So, and then they were able to shelter a lot of the residents, in city buses and then temporary shelters. And then you could just see the outpour from the community, bringing diapers and food. Neighbors were running over with blankets, and they were opening presents and just giving out what they already had, were supposed to give to other people, like clothes and blankets and things, and they were just opening up their gifts and running them over to give to these people in need. And it was just, it was kind of it was very humbling experience to see the community just work with each other and help each other and come together. It just goes to show you that if we work together, we can overcome a lot. So we're still a little bit ways out here, but we should be coming up to it. Yeah, you know, going through the fires is a really scary thing. But you know, I think the way to look at any of these situations are always, there's always a silver lining, or I feel like there's always a reason you're going through things. And it's always trying to find the positives in all these things. You know, there's always positives in something. You might not see it at the time, and it will definitely suck for you when you're going through it. I've done it too. But that's just my viewpoint, anyway, and how I kind of live my life. Even though I stand there in handcuffs sometimes, there's still positives that come out of it. So this is exit 77 coming up here. So this is where the road was closed and the investigation is underway. So I don't know if we're going to have a bunch of cars in the ditch. I do see a state trooper up there on the left, it looks like. There's some broken guardrail there to the left. We have some more broken guardrail to the left. There's another state trooper vehicle. So there's a couple up here. A bunch of, looks like runoffs. So if you keep looking to the center median, it looks like the car's heading the opposite direction I'm heading is where they went into the ditch. And the center median as well. It looks like a lot of drifting. It's about a 2.5 hour drive for me to get up here, so I am sorry that it's a little late up here, but I wanted to at least get up here and show you. I don't think we've been to Alexandria yet, but this is going to be my new favorite city and county for a little bit until we get Hennepin County Sheriff Hutchinson. This is where his drunk driving episode happened. looks like they've got this whole area cleaned up. Road's back open. Yes, thank you, Karen M, for putting out my backup channel. I definitely need you guys to sub to my backup channel. I only got a couple of little quick videos up on there. I'm going to try to upload some more videos on that channel, just in case something happens to my main channel. I'm already on my first strike where I went to YouTube jail for 7 days, 10 days or whatever it was a week. So that's why I couldn't go live. No injuries. Yeah, hopefully people were driving pretty slow, or at least knowing how to drive. Sometimes, a lot of times when you're driving, it's not trying to avoid the crash; it's control your crash. There's a lot of the emergency vehicle driving training you get. The crash is going to happen. You are going to run off the road. You are going to do these things, and it's the trick is to fight your urge to overcorrect or stop or gas, or sometimes you need to do both. You have to, you just have to know your vehicle, know how to manage it, manage your crash. Thank you, everyone that's subbed to the backup channel. So yeah, I guess they've got this all cleaned out. No injuries, no fatalities is what I've heard too from multiple reports. It's still under investigation. State Patrol has this one. So we are coming up to mile marker 73. If anyone knows this area, I think we're coming up to Fergus Falls. If there's anything you guys want to see why I'm up here, you might as well go take a look at it. We've got 114 people in here, so. Fergus Falls, Alexandria area. If you guys have anything you want to take a look at while we're up here, we'll go drive by there. Otherwise, I appreciate everyone for being here. They've got it all cleared and cleaned up, it looks like. Ex-bootlicker, you're working too? Yeah. So here's the fun thing. I was supposed to work today, and I seen this and debated for about a half an hour if I should drive up here or not. I don't know if MN Crime or MN Safety on Twitter, and they do have YouTube, will have traffic cam footage of it. I know when I looked at it, you couldn't even see the road. The interstate looked like a backcountry road, so it was very, very interesting to see, and that's why I chose to come up here. So we're just coming into Otter Tail County now. Rest area is in 2 miles. So I believe we just covered like 46 miles. I think it's 48 miles between the 2 rest stops. TC Reporter, if someone can throw up her link to her YouTube channel too as well, that would be great. I'm up to 79 subs. Thank you, Pamela. So we'll run through the rest stop up here and just see what it looks like. Thank you, Karen, for throwing up TC Reporter's YouTube channel. You know, the way I look at this, we all might have different reasons we're out, but we're all on the same team. We're doing the same thing. We're getting information out to people. So, and it takes, and to be real, it takes money to do this, right? So, you know, if we can make a little bit of money to help reimburse the expense, that's what we should be doing. So it looks pretty quiet up here. Looks like they ran through with a plow truck. No one's up here. Got some picnic areas, picnic tables, little picnic shelters. Definitely slippery. This is Interstate 94. So what was it, about a week ago, we were down in southern Minnesota, Freeborn County, pretty much the whole southern area of the state with the tornadoes. And now, a week later, we're in northern Minnesota with a 50-car accident, 50-car pileup, and a little bit of snow. It's still 10 degrees outside. But you can definitely tell, if you guys ever watch, the terrain difference. Up here, a lot more hills, a lot more lakes. Yes, I-94. For 5 miles from Fergus Falls. You came here for education, ex-bootlicker. What do you want to learn about? So it does seem like that stretch of roadway back there in the Alexandria area was really kind of a bad area. You can see they plowed a little bit on the side of the road. You see a little ridge in the snow. see it 50 card in my, sorry about that. So any of you that are ever wondering why my titles might be weird, it's because I use voice to text when I do it, because I'm usually in a big hurry, and I don't pay, oh, there we got a car in the ditch to the right. So that's why sometimes my titles might be a little funny. I don't quite, honestly don't quite know. So that was by mile marker 64. I don't quite know how you'd run off the road, but it happens. Make sure you guys got so they're both offline today. Okay. Thanks, TC Reporter, for checking. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. A lot of people have been taking the day off for holidays. Last night, honestly, when Capital and I were talking, we thought we were just going to hear of kind of a bunch of domestics. People getting drunk, depressed, upset, holidays. And we had tons of shots fired calls all over St. Paul. But yeah, a lot of people ask how I get my info. A lot of it's off Twitter. Even law enforcement doesn't, like, a lot of the officers don't even know as much information as we know when I get on scene. So if any of you that are familiar with Governor Walz, our governor for the state of Minnesota, this is what he considers the rock and cow area of the state. Oh, I wish I could pull over. Some gorgeous shots there of the snow on the trees. You're learning our rights and the law. I don't talk too much about the law. The Star Tribune wrote a brief, yeah. Like I said, when I seen what I could see on Twitter, with the DOT cameras, you couldn't really see much anything besides a snow-covered roadway. So the speed limit here is 70. So if you're doing 70 in a snow-covered packed road after we were just at 40 degrees, you're probably going to encounter very slippery road conditions. Tires make the world of difference. It doesn't matter if you have four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, two-wheel drive. If you have bad tires, you're not going anywhere. And if you're driving cruise control, you're kind of likely to spin out as well, because your vehicle will start to slip. It won't know. It'll start getting the gas. Snow tires are good too. It really depends on your vehicle. I've had this discussion with a few different people. I personally don't use snow tires on my truck, and if you guys watched when Kaplan, I think it was Live on Patrol 7, I think they said reports that we got 21 inches of snow in St. Paul when we were out there driving around in it. I just have a really good all-terrain tire, but I also have a lot of weight in my truck as well. So, that kind of makes a difference. If you have an empty SUV or minivan or light car, then I would definitely say go with go with snow tires because the rubber is softer, so it grabs easier and grabs better. The downside of that is if it warms up. Jesus. You know, again, I'm just going to put this out there. The comment did make me laugh a little. No, as long as there's no threats or no spamming, all the comments and all the people can be in here. So just make sure if you're a mod, you know that. So we're 57 miles away from North Dakota. Hey, Best is yet to come. I haven't seen you in a while. I actually do have salt in the back of my truck. It's one of the things I do carry. One thing though, if you guys drive or you're going to drive through areas where you're going to have ice or snow, one thing I recommend is like, see, the back of my truck, I don't really care if it spills, but obviously it sucks. But it's even worse if it's inside of a vehicle that you don't want it to spill, and then trying to suck it out when it's cold out. So get a 5-gallon bucket, and then they have them at pretty much, I think, any hardware store. I know Home Depot carries them, so that's where I buy mine. Unscrew, and it seals your bucket, so you can pour your sand, salt mix, whatever you want to pour in there. And if that bucket tips over, obviously it's not going to spill. Also, you can use that setup for just about anything. You can keep, your emergency kit in there. You know, and actually, I might go over that. I might go over like cold weather driving tips or something like that for you guys. What I personally recommend to carry, because in the South or in the summertime, you can carry water with you and be fine because it won't freeze. But in the wintertime, if you have bottled water, it's going to freeze. So you got to think of different things like that as well. I just carry everything. It's nuts. Unless you have a semi, I don't know if you can actually carry everything. So we got another plow truck up here. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen a plow truck with a directional bar on the back of it. Hey, Southern Minnesota. Yeah, I know you were down in Southern Minnesota. I was down in Freeborn County. It was all over there for the tornadoes. Hopefully you did okay in those storms. I know it hit Southern Minnesota pretty hard. You guys all have plans for today? Family coming over? Anything special planned? Thank you for jumping in. I really appreciate it. We are in Fergus Falls. You can drive on it. So the minimum is 40, but Actually, you can get a ticket for driving 70 miles an hour because obviously you can't drive safer than road conditions. I'm glad you were okay down there. Ex-bootlegger, I'm glad you're having dinner with the family. Kirkstone, Minnesota. It was so strange. What I seen for damage, it was very localized. I'm gonna get my footage up now. Maybe when I get back, I gotta do some invoicing, and maybe when I get back, I will put together all the footage I got from Heartland, Minnesota, with the tornado damage down there. So I'll throw that up there. It was absolutely crazy that night. It was like 68 degrees, or no, 58 degrees, somewhere in there, somewhere in the 60s. And then the next, later that day, the next day or whatever, I got back down there, I was in the 20s. Just unreal. Cajun Christmas, oh. I would love, Cajun food actually any food sounds good. Maybe we'll swing up in here into, if you guys want to stick with me, we're 50 miles away, and so less than an hour away from Fargo, so I'll just run up into Fargo. I don't think I've been to Fargo. I have to say, I got the best fans in the world. You guys are all sitting there cheering me on to get 100 thumbs up. I appreciate it. I got the UK. I couldn't believe all the people I had watching from all over the world when I was in St. Cloud covering that one. $105, wow. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. We're going to be in Moorhead pretty soon. I believe this is where Amagansett Press was. Moorhead, Minnesota, at the post office. And Florida, thanks for jumping in. I believe Amagansett Press got harassed from Moorhead Police Department up here in Minnesota. So, of course, he came in the summertime when it was nice and warm, and I think he's still in Florida right now, but I know he's down south. And if I could do this more and get a lot more money doing this, I would love to travel the country, making videos and posting them for you guys. I am probably going to start another channel on home repair and equipment stuff, so I'll let you guys all know when I do that. But if you don't follow me on Twitter, if you guys do have Twitter, it's now_Minnesota on Twitter. I do repost and post some things on Twitter. Now, you guys are awesome getting me the thumbs up. Yeah, hey, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we will lose light soon, so about an hour, and it's gonna start getting dark, so we'll head into Fargo so we can see everything. Moorhead, Fargo area. Take a tour there, and maybe we'll get a cop watch in. I'm sure that they're already being alerted that I'm on my way there. You guys are awesome with a thumbs up. We're already 119 thumbs up, actually, I can see on my side. I do appreciate it. I know people with a lot more subscribers that have far less viewers. When they go live, so I do appreciate all you guys for staying live with me. 122 thumbs up now. You guys are awesome. It's the subscriber count that I'm trying to get up there. We're close. It would be really awesome if I could hit 10,000 subs by the end of the year, but I don't think in less than in a week we'll be able to do it, but that would be awesome. Bemidji, thanks for jumping in, Bemidji. Yep, 125 thumbs up. Minneapolis. You've been subscribed for a while now. Yeah, if you've been with me since the beginning, I mean, I started a little, not sure what I wanted to do. You know, I just started as wanting to do a backup and get into auditing a little bit. It never was quite. I never wanted to be one of the auditors that got in people's faces, but more so I liked being able to see things from around the state, and that's why I watched it. But then when I seen what people were going through, just because they were just filming, it was cool to see, you know, just different areas. And then after we had a couple of post offices burned down in Minnesota, hey Hopkins. I've been to your city a couple times, not for very good reasons. I had a couple shootings out there, so I think one was deceased. But that's why I got into it. And then, you know, obviously right after I started, you know, we had George Floyd happen, Chauvin killing George Floyd. You know, just live streaming after that. You know, it's just. I would have never thought that we'd wake up to these headlines, to be honest. It's sad, you know, and watching Marco Mercado's channel, when he was showing all the body cam footage from Minneapolis PD, and it was, to be honest, it was really tough to British Columbia, Canada. I would come up into Canada. I don't have my passport, and I don't know how the quarantine process works once I cross the border up there. I know we have a lot of unsecured border between the U.S. and Canada, and I'm not one to challenge Border Patrol, but looks like we got reconnecting live again. There's a car to the left. Not quite sure how that happened, but you know, it does. But yeah, it's been a wild ride if you guys have been on there since the beginning. Sorry I lost you. Is anyone in here from the Fargo-Moorhead area. I don't see anyone responding. As so I'm gonna take that as no. No one in here is from the Fargo-Moorhead area, but go check it out and see what we can see. Oh, we do got someone from Fargo. All right, well we'll swing up to Fargo and take a look at Fargo. How are your law enforcement and government is in Fargo? You think they're pretty fair? Not many issues? Me if I'm excited for what's next. Yeah, you know, that's usually how it is, the interactions and the individuals. I just, I think that's what we always need to keep in mind. And then effective change is what needs to happen if there's a bad interaction. Check out Capital Transparency's channel. He's going to be uploading them. Sorry about that. I must be hitting a bad signal area. Oh, we went through it. Poor dirt farmer. It turns out they had it cleaned up. So we missed the 50-car pileup. South Dakota went through the Badlands. It was super gorgeous out there in the summertime. If you guys get a chance to hit some of these national parks, it's so it's worth seeing. I mean, that's one of my goals anyway, so. Well, we still go to the beach in the wintertime up here. We just tend to drive out on the lake after that because it's all frozen. Hey, Twin City Citizen, thanks for being on here. I don't think I've seen you in a while. When I get to a point up here, I'm going to change the title to the video because we did not get to see a 50-car. Yeah, the Black Hills are just seeing I cut out. The good news is we're actually getting light longer during the daytime, so just looking up from there. Yeah, PNP News. I am going to change the title of that. I use my text to speech, or speech to text, and I just recognized it's at cards. That's okay. I don't mind you guys giving me grief about things. I think it's pretty funny actually sometimes. $52 card pickup is a fun game as long as you're not the one picking them up, right? So we're at the Pelican Rapids exit. So one thing I want to touch on, I didn't get a chance on doing this last night when I did live on patrol, but you know, mental health is a real thing for people. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Reach out to people. I think we can do a lot more than involving government into a lot of mental health issues. I was just watching before I went live, or actually listening to, not watching, Justin Pulliam's live, because he got arrested down in Texas by the sheriff, and they were out there at a mental health crisis, and Justin thinks he kind of saved this guy's life. So, you know, there's that. We're 29 miles from Moorhead. Oh, we're closer than that. Pelican Rapids, yes, Pelican Rapids. But yeah, anyway, going back to that, yeah, so just, you know, keep that in mind for everyone. That's, the holidays tend to make people struggle a lot. Yep, this is I-94 mile marker 31. I don't know if there's pelicans in Pelican Rapids, actually. That is a good question. We could, pretty sure there's no pelicans now. We do have pelicans in Minnesota, though. Do you guys want to check ice? Yeah, we can check and see how many are out there. Did see some on one of the lakes. So we got another plow truck up ahead. A.m. for the best weather. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get up here, probably grab something to eat, gas up, and then head back to the cities. There's another plow truck with a trailer. That's interesting. You know what? It's interesting to me because we don't see those. The only time I've seen pictures of those trucks are like Colorado and stuff. You know, okay, so you got 82 and sunny. We got 10 degrees and snow. But what we also get fresh green things coming back on all of our trees and plants and a fresh start in the spring. Southwest Texas, yeah. I figure we'd head into Moorhead, Fargo area. St. Anthony, that's not too bad down there. Not a dating website. I know I'm pretty I know this. I know I talk about free speech, but I just consider that spamming. You know, I always thought that the weather did kind of keep crime down, but last night it was pretty cold. We had tons of shot fire calls all over St. Paul. So, I mean, it was non-stop, call after call. In fact, we could have probably stayed out another hour running calls. But, be straight honest with you, Cap and I were just tired. We couldn't stay up any longer. There weren't as many domestics as I thought, but there were a lot more shots fired calls than I thought. A couple car accidents, we couldn't make it. It seemed like every time we go out, we literally go from one side of the city to the other side of the city. One side of the city to the other side of the city is how the calls always seem to come out. And if we don't go to a call on the other side of the city, more and more calls keep happening on that other side of the city. So county judge. If that question was for me, I don't understand about the felony charges. Yeah, well, I mean, as long as you're not drinking and driving like the Hennepin County Sheriff. Yeah, so Hutchinson is taking a plea deal, so I think we have like 25 more days. We have to wait 30 days so when he took his plea deal, it's before we can get all the pictures that were taken, the dash cam videos, the body cam videos. So the body cam videos are going to be really weird. So we'll touch on Hutchinson's a little bit. So law enforcement isn't protected, but the other people are when it comes to our data privacy laws, when it comes to body cams. But what's but because Sheriff Hutchinson is a public official and he's salaried, technically he's always on duty, right? So, what's weird is we're not gonna know if his video is gonna be redacted or not. So that's one thing that we got to try to figure out, to be available or not. Got 81 subs on the second channel. Thank you, Pamela. But he is not required to have whiskey plates, as we call them in Minnesota, the white license plates. That after you get a DWI, I think that's actually after your second, or if you get a felony DWI, you have to have those. And he's not going to have an Interpol lock. He has no booking photo because he went straight from the hospital to home after he was charged. So he did not have to get booked in. So there will be no mugshot, no booking photo of Sheriff Hutchinson. But yeah, I don't think that's how they'd handle everybody, but that's an opinion for right now. We'll just see how it plays out, once we get more of the pictures and all the evidence. Yep, Ed, I already said that when I get to a point, I'm going to change the title. That use voice to text. It's got 20 miles to Fargo. So we'll come up here, we'll gas up, turn around, and head back. I think tobacco is actually cheaper in North or South Dakota too. I think that Minnesota has an extremely high rate on nicotine tax. So if you guys, they take a lot of that tax money that they tax and they put it back into tobacco campaigns in Minnesota, so that's why our tobacco costs a lot of money in Minnesota. I'm sure it goes to a lot of other things that are, for like health. You have to go to the Indian reservation for tobacco in South Dakota. Are they just not taxed? Yeah, so far the roads are good. So we're 20 minutes or 20 miles, less than 20 miles outside of Fargo, and the roads are fine. The pile up, we missed the pile up. Yeah, it's amazing. If you go to Wisconsin, you can buy hard liquor in Walmart. So that's different. When I went out there to cover the restraining order issue on Big Daddy News Wisconsin's channel, I went into Walmart because I was heading to my brother's. So down in the Carolinas, and I stopped in to grab some lunch, road trip food, something to drink, and walking around the aisle in the back of the frozen area. And lo and behold, they got hard liquor sitting right there in the grocery department. So that was different to me. I've never been into a state like that, so. And by the way, that's not what I was getting to drink, by the way. It's liquor. I actually was getting a gallon of water for the kitty. Well, we're starting to get snow again. 15 miles outside of Moorhead, or 15 miles outside of Fargo, Moorhead border, Minnesota, North Dakota. Well, it was the kitty at the time I did take that road trip. That's actually her name, is Kitty. That was before she got pregnant. And North Dakota watches for speeders. All right, well. Well, we're gonna end. I'll probably end when I get into Fargo. So we were originally, thanks for tuning in. We were originally heading up to go to 50-car pileup on 94 by Alexandria. But by the time we got there, the cars were all removed. No one was hurt, no injuries, no fatalities, but it's still under investigation. Nope, I did not bring an auger, pole, or bait. But that is a good idea. I should have. Actually, I think I have a pole and bait with me. I do not have an auger, which makes it a challenge when you have frozen lakes. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no kitty. TC reporter. Yeah, no kitty was found in a parking lot in Wilmer? No. I guess Wilmer. I should know that. And so I picked her up, and I was going to take her to get fixed when I got back, and so she didn't have any more babies. And then she got out one night and then came back and pregnant. So yeah, what's your kitty's name, TC reporter? That's awesome. Are all your kitties adopted? You like your kid's name? Yeah, no, that's always the best. How, TC reporter, how is the Minneapolis shelter? Do they have a lot of animals there? Is there a need? Because I know a lot of people are looking for cats, and from what I heard, there's a shortage. You know what's sad is with the cats being left, working in the maintenance industry, I've seen that more often than not. People will just leave their animals behind. A shortage of cats, Thunderbird, in Minnesota. Apparently, I don't. That's what I've heard from people. When I was asking, when people were asking me how much I'm gonna sell my kittens for, and I'm like, people just have them. I'm not. I just want them to go to a good home. Home furniture in Fargo. How'd you like it? You know, that's what I always say. I mean, I think that adoption is always the way to go for animals, because I know when I got Kitty, she was small, she was tiny, she was just a little gray fur ball, smaller than like the size of my hand. Like I could hold her with one hand, not a problem. And actually caught her with my fishing rod and a bobber on the end. So I'd throw the bobber with a weight out there in this field, and then she would chase after it. And then when she got closer, I gave her a little piece of beef, and she almost bit my finger off trying to eat the piece of beef. And so after that, I scooped her up and brought her back into the truck and fed her until she couldn't eat anymore, and then she stretched out my center console and went to sleep. So that was cool. So it looks like we got a plow truck way up ahead here. A lot of snow coming through. So normally they are $100. Okay. They come with all their shots. And thanks, FG. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you for being here. So I know there's a few people in here from far. I'm actually pretty hungry, so I'll probably swing by somewhere here. Any recommendations? the kitties have been out there since November 9th. Sad. So the plow hit all this snow here on the ramp, and it went up in the air and blew over into the interstate. I don't know if you guys can see the plow to the right, plowing the exit ramp, and all that snow is just blowing over the plow and around and all over the interstate. So we are in Moorhead now, Moorhead, Minnesota. Oh, that is, yeah, sorry, I forgot that it is Christmas. I guess, is there do we know if there's a quick trip here in Moorhead? Yeah, no, Chinese food is open, that is true. I do remember when I was working, we Arby's looks good. I'm not a big fast food person, believe it or not. Got the Moorhead Water Tower coming up there on the right. It's actually kind of cool. You know, we're gonna have to come back and we're gonna have to do some tours of the state this summer, I think. I've not seen any plow names yet. That's a good question. I know we got Plowy McPlowface, I think, somewhere in the cities. There's a plow truck up there. It is exit 1A, so Highway 75 or County Road 75. So it looks like the plows are out in Moorhead. Yeah, TC Report, if you want to throw up a link, feel free to. Sign you up for a co-pilot. Yeah, I don't know if Capital wants to go with or not, but I think it'd be fun to go tour the state. Snow is actually pretty bad here in Moorhead. We got snow all over the roads. Blowing pretty good. It actually doesn't even look as bad on camera than it is actually looking at it. Yes, links work in chat because you are a mod, so you can just paste the link in the chat. Any link you want to, actually. So the links will only work if you are a mod in the chat. Exit 350, so we must be in North Dakota now. Grand Forks, Sioux Falls. Exit 1 mile. Interstate 29. We'll just make that trip back down to South Dakota. You know, where it's warm. So it's currently 7 degrees up here. I honestly think this is the first I'll DM it to you. Okay, that's cool. This is the first time I've actually been in North Dakota. And to be honest, I haven't done a lot of research on laws in North Dakota, so we're not going to be doing a whole lot in North Dakota because I don't want to go fight charges in North Dakota. And I don't know how Fargo police are. They suck. They suck in North Dakota. Does anyone know of any? You're wearing shorts in Miami. Yeah, I remember when I was in Miami. Does anyone know? Do we have anyone that films in North Dakota? Do we have any First Amendment auditors or anything like that in? Yeah, I remember what it was like to be in Oklahoma too. Oklahoma was actually pretty cool. Bricktown was interesting. I don't think I posted any videos when I was down there. I really didn't have much footage. It was just we were doing a lot of running around, me and Rowdy. Just a lot of running around. It was very interesting. It was very, very interesting when I was down there. Hey, we got a pop here. Oh, you know, and we got a Home Depot. So if anyone, I don't know how many people, if you guys know this, but I literally have been to all the Home Depots in Minnesota. I think except for 3. I've been to Sioux Falls when I went out there. I literally just had to stop by the Home Depot out there. Just figured I'm gonna start checking them all off the list, right? Hey, West Haven, Connecticut, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. We got some decent snow up here in Fargo. Well, I am going to run into this Petro gas station. I'm probably gonna, on the way out, I'll get some gas, but I'm gonna jump off. You've stopped at this gas station? Yeah. Is it decent? They have decent food inside? I mean, it's a gas station is what it is, right? You've been here too? Yeah, hopefully it's hopefully they got some decent food here. And thank you all for jumping or for being here. I am going to jump off. I do appreciate all of you for being here. So yeah, I'm jumping off. I'm gonna head back to the cities as soon as I get some food here. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I will stay safe. Thank you for jumping on. Leave comments. Let me know if there's somewhere we need to go or if you guys got news tips. Jason with Minnesota News Now out.